Yeah, yeah. Hello, online students. Are you able to hear me? Can we start with the session today? Okay, good, good. Thanks for being there, and let us begin with the session today. Okay, fine. Thank you. So, yeah, in the last lecture, when we stopped, we had discussed something like the cost structure of the firm. Have you all revised the different cost functions? Average cost, marginal cost. Hello, hello, hello. So in the last lecture, I said we had discussed the various cost concepts, and we had also seen that we had also seen that the there is a strict relationship between the marginal cost and the average cost. Okay, do you all remember that we had seen something like this, that the average cost is U-shaped, and the marginal cost intersects the average cost at its minimum point. You have something like this is your marginal cost, correct? And have you all got this relation between marginal cost and average cost we had done in the last lecture? So we want to continue this further. Okay, we want to continue with this further. Okay, fine. So before that, let us come back to your beginning of the chapter. We want to now start with a new chapter, that is demand and supply. But before we go with demand and supply, there is one concept that you all should know. Okay, and this is right at the beginning of the study material. Okay, it's on page number 2 or so. It's called a production possibility frontier. Okay, it's called a production possibility frontier, and I think it is on page number. Can anybody tell me what is the page number? It's on 1.2, I think. Yeah, if you look at page number 14, okay, on page number 14, there is a very important concept, and on this you can expect a lot of examination questions. Okay, so all of you ensure that you do this, don't take it for option. Okay, please write what this stand for. PPF. All of you write what it stands for. PPF. It stands for, very good, very good, excellent. It stands for the production possibility frontier. I'm very happy that somebody answered this question. Possibility frontier. Okay, at a very basic level, what is PPF? PPF shows the possible outputs, the possible output combinations, possible output combinations for an economy, for an economy with given capital, labor, technology, and other factors. Okay. Okay, it shows the possible output combinations for an economy with a given capital, labor, and technology. Okay, imagine like a situation where there are only two products. Okay, let us say only two products are there. Okay, manufactured goods, let us say, and there are just two commodities in the economy. One is the manufactured good and the other is food product. Okay, if we are at page number 14, we are trying to do what is called as a production possibility frontier. Okay, production possibility frontier. So draw the XY axis and let us say that the economy has only two products. One is a manufactured good and the other is food. Okay, and this point is the origin, 0, 0. Okay, means it shows that 0 of manufacturing output and 0 of food output at this point. Is that clear to all of you? Can I proceed? Okay, now imagine a situation like this. Okay, if all capital, labor and technology, everything is used only in the production of food. Okay, only all the capital labor is used only for food production. Okay, food production. Then I get a point like this. Let me call that point as something like F. Only food is being produced. No manufactured goods are being produced. Okay, and imagine a situation like this M, where the economy produces only manufactured goods. No food is being produced. Are you getting this idea? Means at F, all resources, means capital, labor, all resources used for food product. Are you getting this? Correct? Can you write a similar description for M? At M, what is happening? What description will you write? All capital labor are used only for manufactured goods. म्हणजे हे दोन एक्स्ट्रीम आउटकम्स आहेत. एका ठिकाणी आपण फक्त ॲग्रिकल्चरल प्रोडक्ट्स प्रोड्यूस करतोय एफ ला, आणि एमच्या ठिकाणी काय फक्त मॅन्युफॅक्चर्ड प्रोडक्ट्स. देर इज नो फूड प्रोडक्ट्स. हॅव यू गॉट दिस? Okay, now imagine if we move 50% of our resources in food and 50% of our resources in manufactured sector. I will get some combination which is between M and F, correct? Because I'm diverting some resources from food towards production of manufactured goods. Or if you look out from M, if we move 50% of the labor and capital into agriculture, we may get a kind of point somewhere like this. Okay, so such points if you derive by moving capital from one sector to another, it will give you all the combinations of food and manufactured goods that can be produced with the given available stock of capital and labor. This boundary, this line that you're seeing here, it is called PPF. Okay, it shows the various combinations. म्हणजे suppose I am taking a point like this, say S. Okay, at S suppose we have, let me point it like some number, let me take 10 units of food and 8 units of manufactured goods. Okay. Can you tell me what should I write for F and M? Suppose I say for F, it is 15 units of food. So at F, what is the production being done? Food is 15 and manufactured goods is 0. समझ लो? Take a point like M. At M, what should I write? Suppose this is 8, I'm just writing it as 10. Okay, at M, what is the output? Food is 0 and manufactured production is 10. समझ लो? At S, what is the combination? Food is 10 and manufactured goods is 8. Okay, so now come to the definition of what is a production possibility frontier. It shows the possible output combinations for an economy with a given stock of capital, labor and technology. Have you all understood the definition and what it means? Means it gives you combinations of output that are possible to produce in the economy. Okay, just let's do one more exercise. Just all of you draw this again. F is for food, and on this axis I am measuring the manufactured good. Okay, again draw a PPF. Please draw one PPF. Quickly draw one PPF curve. Label those points. What is this point we are going to call? F. F मध्ये काय होतं? You are specializing only in production of food. At M, I am specializing only in production of manufactured. S मध्ये काय? I'm 50% resources are used in food and 50% are used in manufacturing. ओके, एखादा अजून एक पॉइंट दाखवा तुम्हाला. या पॉइंटला आपण काय म्हणू शकतो? मोस्ट ऑफ द रिसोर्सेस आर यूज्ड इन विच सेक्टर? At this point, let me call that A. At A, which is the dominant sector? जास्त आउटपुट कशाचा आहे? नाही, at A. आपण इथे फूड मेजर करतोय. तर कसं फाइंड आउट करायचं? इकडनं इकडे गेलं तर दॅट विल गिव्ह यू द आउटपुट ऑफ फूड अँड यू गो लाईक दिस विल गिव्ह यू द आउटपुट ऑफ मॅन्युफॅक्चरिंग. तर कुठलं डॉमिनंट सेक्टर आहे इथे? यू आर मेनली यू आर प्रोड्युसिंग फूड, ॲग्रिकल्चरल इकॉनॉमी. एखादी मॅन्युफॅक्चरिंग इकॉनॉमी असेल तर ती कुठे असेल? विच इज मेनली मॅन्युफॅक्चरिंग. इट विल बी क्लोज टुवर्ड्स एम. इट विल बी समथिंग लाईक दिस. This sector has mostly manufacturing and less of agriculture. समजलाय का तुम्हाला हे? Have you got this idea? Okay. Now think of, I'm writing 2 points. Try to think and tell me what are they. Suppose this is F, this is M. You know S is a point where you are 50% using resources in food and 50% in manufacturing. Okay, हे food है, हे manufacturing है. Okay, suppose I'm asking you to tell me what is this point, U. What does point U suggest? Okay, now just write one more thing. Capital U represents point inside the production possibility frontier. Okay, which means capital or labor is remaining unemployed. Okay, you're producing you're producing less than what is capacity. So you can easily go from here towards PPF आणि आपलं दोन्ही प्रोडक्शन वाढेल. फूडचं प्रोडक्शन पण वाढेल आणि मॅन्युफॅक्चर्ड गुड्सचं प्रोडक्शन सुद्धा वाढेल. आर यू गेटिंग दिस? So this is the idea. If any point is inside the PPF, point inside the PPF shows unemployed resources. Unemployed resources. It shows unemployed resources like capital or labor. Did you all get this? A point like U shows unemployed resources like capital and labor. Okay, I'm marking a point somewhere like this. What does that mean? Point like I. What is a point like I? Okay, we have already written what is a point like U. What is a point like I? Point like I, which is beyond the PPF. Okay, beyond the PPF. It's a point which is beyond the PPF. Is an impossible is an impossible point, since capital or labor capital or labor is in short supply. Kaitari is inadequate. We cannot go and produce I. It is beyond our means. Got it? Means in the current existing technology, we cannot produce at the level of I. Did you all get this? Okay, so we have now got cases and situations like this. Okay, say food and manufactured goods. Okay, points on the border are efficient. Okay, manje this is the PPF. Any point on the PPF is efficient point. Any point inside the PPF is having unemployed resources, and any point which is outside the PPF is showing a impossible situation. एवढं समजलंय का तुम्हाला? Did you all get this? Can we tell? There's only one more idea that remains to be discussed in this PPF. Okay, but I've seen that there are sometimes questions on this topic in your final exam, so pay attention to this. Okay, when I've drawn line like this PPF, at a point like M, at a point like F. Okay, मी याला connect कसं केलं? असं connect केलं, right? imagine there are so many other ways to connect it. I have not connected it like this. Straight line नाही काढलं मी. किंवा I have not connected it in this way. I have not connected it like a curve like this. Correct? Why did I not do this? Because there is a specific reason. Okay? So, write this down like what they call it. This shape is called concave to the origin. No? Production possibility frontier. Okay, production possibility frontier is kind of concave. हा शेपला concave म्हणतो आणि असा जो शेप आहे त्याला आपण convex म्हणतो. It is concave in shape. Is concave. Or you can write it as board outward. म्हणजे this is going outside. It's moving outside, not inside. Okay. So PPF is concave curve. Okay. Done. Can I go ahead? The last idea in this we have to know now. See, if you move from a point, okay, suppose this is F and this is M. Suppose I'm at a point like this, S, and I want to increase production of food by something. Okay? If I want to increase the production of food, I have to decrease the production of manufactured goods. समझला का? Correct? So write this very important thing. The PPF curve, production possibility frontier curve, shows scarcity in the economy. It shows scarcity in the economy. Okay, it shows scarcity. Okay, what is the meaning of the word scarcity? It is shortage, inadequate resources. Shows scarcity in the economy. What it means? If you increase production of food, if you increase the production of food, okay, see how I'm just writing it symbolically, it's so easy. F and up means I'm increasing the production of food. Then production of manufactured goods will decrease. Production of manufactured goods will decrease. समजलं आहे तुम्हाला? फूड प्रोडक्शन इन्क्रीज केलं तर मॅन्युफॅक्चर्ड गुड्सचं प्रोडक्शन फॉल होणार. करेक्ट? Can you tell me the other way around? If I want to increase the production of manufactured good, what will happen? समजलं? This is called the opportunity cost in the economy. Okay? And so increasing food has opportunity cost. Opportunity cost of decrease in manufactured goods. Increase in food has opportunity cost of decrease in manufactured goods. Okay. PPF or the slope of PPF curve, the slope of PPF curve shows shows or shows how many units, how many units, how many units of manufactured goods, how many units of manufactured goods have to be given up, have to be given up for for increase in increase in production of food product. Okay, the slope of production possibility frontier curve shows how many units of manufactured goods have to be given up for increase in production of food. Okay, so geometrically this is what it means. This is manufactured goods and this is food. Okay, ha curve. Okay, if I take this point and I want to increase, so the tangent, the slope of the tangent, the slope of the tangent is showing the opportunity cost. Okay, now write this here. This slope is called this slope is called the marginal rate of transformation. It is called the marginal rate of transformation. It is called a marginal rate of transformation. Okay, it gives you how many units of manufactured good you have to give up, how many units of manufactured good you have to give up to get one more unit of food. Okay, so in this diagram if you see, this opportunity cost is changing. Pailanda it is very gentle, then it starts increasing. Okay, therefore it is called the marginal rate of transformation. It's called a marginal rate of transformation. Did you all get this? समझ लाए? Slope of this curve is called a marginal rate of transformation. Okay, if you look at the diagram, they have not shown. Okay, look at page number 14. In page number 14, can anybody read this loudly? All of you, those who are online students also, please read this loudly for yourself. Somebody read last 3 points on page number 14. Can anybody, can you read loudly? मोठ्याने वाचू शकता? Yeah. Very good. Stop. Next bench you read. Second point.
The slope of the BPC at any given point is called marginal rate of transformation.
Underline that word. It is called the marginal rate of transformation. It's a slope like specific nav. It is called marginal rate of, yeah, read now. Read it again starting from 2.
The slope of the BPC at any given point is called marginal rate of transformation, MRT. The slope defines the rate at which production of one good can be redirected into production of other. It is also called opportunity cost.
It is also called the opportunity cost. Okay. Fine. Third point you read. Hmm.
If we now try to move to the right, we are in fact throwing away guns and taking butter instead. There are some specialized inputs which are meant for gun factory will be used less in the butter factory. So gradually more and more inputs will become unemployed. Hence the sacrifice of the same number of guns requires less and less amount of butter as we move to the right, and these will result in a concave curve. In other words, marginal rate of transformation will be positive.
Correct. Very good. Okay, did you all get this? Same thing I've been trying to tell you all. This marginal rate of transformation curve is concave. Okay. In that note, read each one of you read first bench towards first point what's a online students you also read this. Page number 15, note the first point. Ha, what's more telling?
The PPC curve in straight line, the opportunity cost is constant.
Ha, okay. So it means something like this. If this was your PPF, asa, between food and manufactured good, this is a constant slope. Therefore, the opportunity cost would remain same. But आपल्याला असं नसतो. It is concave. तर काय होतं हे opportunity cost will keep on increasing. Got it? That's a very important. Okay. Second point. Somebody in the second bench. Read. Are possible combinations. Yes. Next.
The point beyond the PPC curve are impossible combinations.
Correct. We have seen that. Next. Yeah. Okay. Somebody else read the last one. Your neighbor. कोणी पण वाचा ना either left or right anyone can read. Correct. So we have seen all these things. Okay. If this is the PPF and this is a point where the economy is, this shows unemployed resources. And if it is, this is the PPF and there is something like this is the impossible point. Okay. Okay. One last diagram in PPF, all of you draw. Draw this diagram which is on page number 14 on the left hand side. Okay, on the left hand side, see what is on the x-axis. He's calling that as butter, and on the y-axis it is called guns. Okay? Quantity of guns produced and quantity of butter. And you again draw this concave PPF. Okay? तर इथे काय it is showing, this diagram shows conflict म्हणजे kind of there is a opposition between the two. Conflict in resource allocation. Okay? If you decide to produce, suppose we are at A and from A we go to B. म्हणजे आपण गनचं प्रोडक्शन वाढवलं तर काय होतंय? What will happen? What will be the opportunity cost? If I increase the production of guns from A to B, what will happen? If you go to the x-axis, what do you see? Output of butter will decrease and output of guns will increase. You think like butter represents civilian goods, okay, civilian goods, and guns represent military goods. म्हणजे जसं आपण allocation militaryला वाढवू तसं production of civilian goods will decrease. Okay, and same thing when you increase the production of butter, you are decreasing the production of guns. हे समजलंय? This is what is a very classic conflict between more defense versus less defense. Okay, so because of its historical importance, this PPF is also always called guns versus butter. हे समजलंय का तुम्हाला? Why is it being labeled like this, guns versus butter? They want to show the conflict between military and civil allocation. Okay, आता see you're seeing all over the world. We see Ukraine, Russia is at a war. Then in East, काय West Asia मध्ये Iran and America, Israel and Palestine, Syria, सगळीकडे war चालू आहेत ना. India also had a security kind of a fight with Pakistan. So whenever you are going to increase allocation to defense, you know, it means all these countries will be producing less of civilian goods. म्हणजे it is coming at a very high opportunity cost. Okay, and all that money, if it was used for civilian purposes, it could have helped the world in terms of health, hospitals, education. But instead, we are using more and more resources for defense. Did you all get this? Okay, fine. Before we go ahead, let us see if there are any problems that we can attempt at the end of the chapter. End of the chapter, Laza. Let us check if we can solve any problems on this. PPF. Okay, look at the first thing. Page number 69, problem number 6. All of you read that and solve. Page number 69, problem number 6. What is your answer? Got it, all of you? Concave म्हणजे असा shape, like this, and convex means like this. So PPF looks like this or like this. It looks like this shape, no? So what is the correct answer here? It is B. It is concave to the origin. समजलं का? Concave to origin. Okay, let us look at. Okay, one more thing you write down, which is not here, but remember, outward shift. Outward shift in PPF. The outward shift in PPF shows, the outward shift in PPF shows growth. Okay, keep that in mind. Okay, if there is there, problem number 7 start kara, read kara. Can you solve this? All of you try to read this. Problem number 7. I deliberately don't want you to read because you should get in the habit. Exam मध्ये तुम्हाला वाचायचंय आणि स्वतःहून सॉल्व करायचंय. ओके, लिनियर म्हणजे स्ट्रेट लाईन. आपण आतापर्यंत पीपीएफ जे ड्रॉ केले दे वर नॉट लिनियर. दिस इज नॉट अ लिनियर, दिस इज कॉन्केव. ओके, लिनियर वुड बी समथिंग लाइक दिस. What does it mean? Correct. Write this line, linear PPF shows constant opportunity cost. Constant opportunity cost. Okay, here underline kara word constant and opportunity cost. Opportunity cost is the slope of that line, slope of PPF. Okay, slope of PPF is called opportunity cost and it remains unchanged. Okay, problem number 8 and 9, both of you solve. Once you have solved that, just raise your hand so that I know you have completed. Online students, you also should give me some indication that you have solved this. Chalo, oh, very good. Excellent. Yes, what is the answer for 8? Any point beyond the PPF is unattainable. That's absolutely correct. Answer is B. Ninth one, in an economy is working at a point to the left of the PPF curve that shows unemployment. Got it? So, ithe point hai. Any point to the left means like this. So, this shows unemployment. आले का हे problem solve करता आले सगळ्यांना? Okay. So, let us try to do some more. तुमचं डिमांड सप्लाय झालंय ना रे? तुम्ही सगळे कॉमर्सचे स्टुडंट आहे ना? Okay. So let us just spend some time trying to solve these problems. Okay, point elasticity was propounded by, I think this is Marshall. Huh? Elasticity is generally contribution of Marshall. Okay, so point B. Okay, elasticity is a formula liya before we go ahead. Elasticity, and we mean price elasticity. Price elasticity. Okay, E is percentage change in quantity demanded upon percentage change in price. Got it, all of you? What does percentage change mean? Percentage change in quantity demanded upon percentage change in price. Many times even a simple formula is asked in multiple choice. Numerator काय, denominator काय, miss नाही करायचं. If you want, write it in words also. Percentage change in quantity demanded is in the numerator, and percentage change in price is in the denominator. Did you all get this? Okay. Look at problem number 14. Problem number 14. First thing is write down the data that has been given. कोणीतरी वाचेल का हा problem? Anybody wants to volunteer and read? Online students, you also read loudly. Problem number 14. Who did not read last time? Okay, yeah, read. Fine, I am very happy. Please. Okay, great. So what we have to first, even before you solve, remember, it is very important that you write down the information correctly. Okay, the agdi start la vacha. The price rises from 12 to 20. म्हणजे बेसिकली आधी प्राइस काय होती? 12 होती. आणि ही प्राइस आहे आणि ही क्वांटिटी आहे. प्राइस आहे 12 आणि 12 वरनं ती झाली किती? 20. सेम थिंग यू राइट फॉर क्वांटिटी. What was the quantity sold earlier? 300, correct. And what has happened now? 200. Okay. So now we want to just apply this formula and see what is the price elasticity of demand. Okay. तर पहिल्यांदा काय कॅल्क्युलेट करा? Check if you can calculate numerator, percentage change in quantity demanded. म्हणजे काय? फक्त एक क्वांटिटी आणि हे बघायचं. ओल्ड क्वांटिटी किती होती? 300. आता न्यू क्वांटिटी काय आहे? 200. म्हणजे आय कॅन से दिस इज Q1 and this is Q2. This is P1 and this is P2. So change in quantity किती आहे? Q2 minus Q1. And don't keep the signs proper. So Q2 किती आहे आता? 200. 200 minus Q1 किती आहे? 300. हे आलं minus 100. Okay. Now there are two steps. I can direct. Okay. Now in the same way, can we calculate percentage change in quantity demanded? काय करावं लागेल? -100 आणि old quantity किती होती? I'm taking a simple formula here. I'm calculating on the base of old quantity. Old quantity was how much? 300. Okay, into 100. Okay, so right now if you just do the cancellation, you will see that the percentage change is -100 upon 3. हे असंच राहून दे, हे पुढे सिम्प्लिफाय नका करू. Okay, now all of you calculate percentage change in price. P2 काय? P2 was 20. So calculate that 20. Delta P काय? Delta P is, yes, very good. Delta P is P2 minus P1. This is delta P. P2 काय? 20 minus 12. Okay, so calculate now the percentage change in price. किती आला हा? 8. Okay, and what was the base? कुठनं change झाला? P1 किती होती? What was the value of P1? 12. Okay, so this is 8 upon 12 multiplied by 100. Simplify करा हे. Fractions मध्ये ठेवा. Don't go to decimals right now. Don't simplify. So this is 4 2s are 8 and 4 3s are 12. Okay, so this will be 200 upon 3. तर आपण आता हे लिहू. Elasticity of demand is percentage change in quantity demanded upon percentage change in price. आपला percentage change in quantity demanded किती आहे? -100 upon 3 and this is divided by 200 upon 3. Okay, so now this is what? -100 upon 3 divided by 200 upon 3. You know that when you divide the, it is multiplication with the denominators exchanged. तर किती येईल? आन्सर किती येईल आता मला सांगा. What will be the answer? 3 and 3 will get cancelled. -100 ones are 2s are. So this will be -half. हे divide केलं तर -0.5. Okay. Now remember, for elasticity, negative sign is ignored. For price elasticity only, remember. For price elasticity, for price elasticity, negative sign is ignored. The price elasticity किती आली? It is 0.5. आहे का आपल्या आन्सर्स मध्ये कुठे 0.5? Yes, so our answer would have been A. समजलं कसं करायचं? In exam you have time, so don't get under panic mode and try to do anything very fast. Fast करण्यामध्ये आपल्याकडनं चूक होऊ शकते. So slow method of solving is faster method. जर का तुम्ही कुठलाही silly mistake केली नाही तर eventually your time will be saved rather than doing things fast. And okay, revenue we will do later, but answer this. Luxury goods have dash degree of elasticity. Luxury goods म्हणजे जे अगदी महाग असतात ते, महागड्या वस्तू. Generally, there is no law like that, but they will have high price elasticity. समजलं? Generally, because they are very expensive, right? थोडं जरी का प्राइस वाढली तरी कन्झ्युमर्स ड्रॉप आउट, किंवा त्यांनी थोडी प्राइस कमी केली तर खूप लोक विकत घेतात. सो द प्राइस इलास्टिसिटी ऑफ लक्झरी गुड्स इज हाय. ओके, 12th you will have to all answer. मिठाला इनइलास्टिक डिमांड का असते? What is the reason? Online student, I want one of you to answer this question. Question number 12. The demand for salt is inelastic because. What is the reason? Is there anybody who doesn't eat salt? कोणी आहे का असं? I think nobody is there, right? But both salt and sugar are poisonous, remember. We should consume less of it. That's what doctors say. Both are equally poisonous. Sugar is also bad for health and so is salt. Okay, what is the answer? See, it has low price. Absence of it makes food tasteless. आता हे करेक्ट असू शकतं, कारण का very few people are able to eat food without salt. Correct? मग that can be an answer. It has no substitutes, हे पण करेक्ट आहे. हे दोन आन्सर्स करेक्ट आहेत. So now, yeah, no substitutes are there, but I am thinking it is all three. What is the reason why I think it is all three? Because B is also correct and C is also correct. So therefore I would say we should try and check whether the answer given is all the above. All three. Okay. Check kara konitari. Is it all three? Yes, it is C, no substitutes. Okay, fine. But because there are two correct answers here, absence of it makes food tasteless. That is also correct. Low price आहे का नाही हे रिलेटिव्ह आहे. आता माहिती नाही आपल्याला लो प्राइस. आता खूप राजकारण होत आहे ना, साखरेचे भाव वाढलेत, कांद्याचे भाव वाढलेत. सो पीपल आर लाईक व्हेरी politically sensitive issue. Okay, look at 13th one. Let us look at 13. Okay, C is not wrong. That would have been the first choice, but it is confusing because B looks also correct. There's very few food which will make taste without salt. Try to look at problem number 13. Price elasticity of demand of a product will be more elastic if it has, okay, this one you tell me what is the answer. It will be more elastic. म्हणजे प्राइसला खूप सेन्सिटिव्ह आहे. More elastic means it is more sensitive to price. म्हणजे सॉल्टच्या विरुद्ध उदाहरण आहे. What would be the answer? Yes, I think here the answer is clear cut. It should be 13. Yes, that's right. Correct answer. Online students also have correctly given me the answer. Have you got the logic? B का है कारण का more no substitutes म्हणजे it will become like salt. It will have elastic demand, inelastic demand. It is an item of necessity. It will become like salt again. It will have inelastic demand. And life-saving product also has inelastic demand. So the only option that remains is that it has a number of substitutes. Okay, problem number 14 आपण solve केला होता. Try to solve problem number 15. Okay, problem number 15 नका solve करू कारण का अजून आपण theory केली नाहीये ती. We'll do it later. Look at problem number 16. Look at problem number 16. If the price elasticity of demand is estimated to be -6, बापरे -6, okay, elasticity is -6, and 20% increase in price of wine will be, okay. So put it in the formula. Elasticity of demand is percentage change in quantity demanded upon percentage change in price. तो ते काय म्हणतात की price has increased by 20%. So this is -6. Percentage change in quantity demanded we don't know, but we know that this is 20%. My God, it will be -120%. Yeah, है क्या answer? No, there is a mistake in this problem. It should be 120% decrease पाहिजे बरोबर. असं होऊ शकतं थोडंसं काय काय गोष्टींमध्ये त्यांचं हे नाहीये. B 12% means why are you putting 12%? You are multiplying, so it would have been for that answer to work. It should have this answer should not have been 6 because price is in the denominator, not in the numerator, right? So it will multiply by -6 into 20. It will become -120%, not 20%. That is where I felt there is a mistake in this problem. ह्याला स्टार करा तर हा प्रॉब्लेम मध्ये चूक आहे असं मला वाटतं. Okay, fine. We'll solve one more problem. Solve problem number 19. Solve the problem number 19. Problem number 19 is the supply function of a product X is 5 times Px plus 3, where Px stands for price. The quantity supplied corresponding to price is equal to 2. काय आन्सर? P ची किंमत जर का आपण 2 घेतली तर काय येईल उत्तर? How much is it? 2.
5 into 2x plus 3.
How much is that? 13. What is the answer? B. Correct. 19 la the answer is B. Have you all got this? Okay. अजून एखादा कुठला सोपा प्रॉब्लेम असेल तर सॉल्व करू आपण आणि then we will wait. हे इंटरनल इकॉनॉमीज अँड डिसइकॉनॉमीजचे नोट्स बनवले का रे तुम्ही? I told you to make notes on internal economies and diseconomies of scale. Please do that. Okay, today you are having a maths paper, so I'm stopping a little early because I will end up in a problem if I start with a new topic now. Okay, we have only 15 minutes, 10 15 minutes. So you sit quietly and revise for the paper. But from next time, don't do that. कुठलं पण पेपर असेल ना, तर don't miss out on economics lecture because we have to complete syllabus in a good way. And our main goal is that final exam we should do well. ओके, तर हे जस्ट ट्रायल अँड एरर आहेत पेपर. जर कमी मार्क पडले तर चालतं, पण तुम्ही न डोंट मिस अदर सब्जेक्ट्स फॉर दॅट. ओके, सो कीप दॅट इन माइंड अँड दोज हू हॅव नॉट प्रेझेंट ऑल्सो टेल देम दॅट दे शुड ट्राय टू कम फॉर द लेक्चर्स. ओके, डिमांड सप्लाय नेक्स्ट लेक्चरला रिवाइज करून या, आपण जास्त वेळ नाही घालवायचा याच्यात. तुम्हाला काही डाऊट डिफिकल्टी आहेत का ऑनलाईन स्टुडंट्स? एनी डाऊट डिफिकल्टी आर यू हॅव्हिंग? कुड यू फॉलो व्हॉट वॉज बिंग टॉट टुडे? We have done the production possibility frontier theory and we have also seen some problems in elasticity, how it is defined. Did you all get it? Okay, fine. Okay, wait for your next lecture. I'm closing the recording now. And